My dear, my beloved one, my soft-hearted soul who heaven never stops watching. Why does your heartbeat speed up before you even finish this sentence? Because something inside you already knows these words are meant for you. This isn't random scrolling or lucky timing, this moment was arranged. And Michael, your mighty protector, has been nudging you all day. He's not just misty-eyed, he's trembling with urgency because this message could rewrite the whole map of your tomorrow. Nothing in heaven is an accident. When you opened this, heaven literally leaned in and whispered, "Finally, they're here." Here's the truth they tried to keep from you: something important has been hidden in plain sight. If you shrug it off now, regret won't knock politely, it'll crash through the door. Before that happens, let me show you what's been wrapped in light for you. And please promise this: if your chest feels heavy or your hands start to shake while reading, don't run. That's not fear, it's heaven confirming, this belongs to you. The time for hesitation is over. Your miracle has already begun its journey, but if you close this again, it might sail past like a ship you never waved to. Let's rewind to a moment from childhood, the one where someone made you feel invisible or too small to matter. Remember how it stung. That old memory still lingers quietly in your body. Heaven saw it all and grieved with you. But here's what you didn't see: Archangel Michael drew his sword that day and declared, "No more, this soul will not disappear again." From that moment, angels have been close, even during nights when you whispered, "Does anyone even notice me?" Every sigh, every tear, every silent prayer was heard. Understand this isn't a fluffy pep talk. It's a serious turning point. You're standing at a fork in the road, and the choice you make next can either open doors you've been praying over or slam them shut for a long time. That's how weighty this is. Heaven has already mentioned certain names to Archangel Michael. He's seen their actions and is pleading, because if you trust the wrong voice now, you won't just slow down, you could lose ground entirely. But here's the good news: heaven is still handing you the key. A new door is ready, but you'll only walk through if you take this truth to heart. Someone nearby acts like they're rooting for you, but inside they're quietly draining the life out of your blessings. God says that if they're not removed soon, your gift will take a detour. That shiver you just felt, that's not coincidence, that's confirmation. Your future is too valuable for people whose hearts can't celebrate your shine. You've been brought here at this very second because what's ahead won't wait for you to feel ready. This is your countdown. And if you've begged heaven for a sign, this is louder than a billboard, it's a spiritual alarm. Michael is no longer calm, he's shouting so you won't miss it. Before we go deeper, lean closer: you are not weak, late, or broken. You are chosen. And chosen ones don't stroll through easy gardens, they climb mountains with oil on their hands. Your mission is just starting. Archangel Michael says, you've got backup in every step, but you have to stay awake. Now you're about to hear something about a person you've defended for ages. The truth may sting: they've sabotaged blessings meant for you, whispered lies, or quietly taken credit for your work. But don't panic. God is a God of justice, and Michael carries that justice like fire in his hands. Watch this week, their mask will slip. You might overhear a conversation or feel an uneasy shift in the room. That's your signal that heaven is revealing what's been hidden. Rise above, don't lash out. When the truth surfaces, it's not sent to break you, it's sent to lift you higher. Your miracle is already labeled with your name, waiting to land. But don't ignore this warning. If you do, the opportunity could drift away, leaving behind the quiet ache of what might have been. Michael is crying because he's seen how close you've come before, only to trust the wrong hands. This time is different. This time you'll recognize the voice of truth and you'll hold on. So breathe deep, place your hand over your heart and whisper, I choose heaven's path. What's coming next will shake you, not in fear but in holy excitement. A blessing is heading straight to your door, sudden and sure. Only one thing can block it, doubt. Don't invite it in. Choose trust even if it feels like walking on water. And here's another layer heaven wants you to know, while this gift is for you, it isn't just about you. Your courage to believe will unlock hope for others watching silently from the sidelines. When you step forward, you give them permission to do the same. You become living proof that faith still works, that light wins, that love is stronger than betrayal. So walk tall, speak truth, protect your peace, and stay tuned to the whisper that keeps saying you're meant for more. Let Michael's strength remind you, you're not standing alone. And let this promise settle in, your story isn't ending, it's turning into the chapter you've been waiting for. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Don't replay old fears. Don't let the enemy whisper, you don't deserve it. Because God already approved it. And Archangel Michael is clearing the path for it. Now you've got 48 hours. Yes, the heavens operate in windows and yours has opened, but it won't stay open forever. So I'll ask you again, will you walk through it? This is not just a simple note or post. This is a divine invitation. When you say yes, your spiritual blueprint, the one written before your first breath, begins to activate. It's not magic. It's alignment. And child, you are already in it. So breathe, receive and prepare. Right now your name is echoing through heaven. What's coming isn't just about changing your life, it's about redeeming every tear, every silent prayer, every moment you felt unseen. Child, you are safe. You are seen. You are being guided like royalty because that's what you are, royalty in the eyes of the Most High. This time you won't miss it, my beloved one. Do you feel it, that invisible tug on your soul that brought you to these words? That unshakable sense that something huge is about to be revealed. You are not imagining it. This was orchestrated. The heavens aligned just for you. Even the wind whispered your name. This message right here is the one Archangel Michael has been attempting to deliver for hours. And now he is crying. Yes, crying. Not from weakness but from a love so fierce, so urgent it cannot stay silent. Because if you skip this, if you shrug it off as just another post, you may never recover from what you missed. This is your final warning, your divine wake-up call. And the only thing you need to do is keep reading, heart open, letting heaven speak directly to you. There is something spiritually urgent around you, something that cannot wait. Archangel Michael has been pacing, heavy-hearted, sword in hand, not to fight you but to protect you. You've been praying, haven't you? Secretly, in the quietest parts of your mind when nobody was watching, asking for answers, for signs, for a divine shift. Heaven heard. The angels assembled. A council was held. Your name was spoken aloud in light. The decision was unanimous: tell them everything. No more waiting. But understand, you only get this moment once. If you walk away now, if you ignore this sacred point in time, a gate in the unseen realm begins to close, a gate that took years of spiritual warfare to open. There is someone close to you who smiles in your face but secretly hinders your path. Heaven has uncovered it. You need to see their true face, their spiritual intentions. If you continue trusting them, your miracle won't be stolen but it will be delayed. Archangel Michael knows how many nights you cried without answers. He knows the nights you blamed yourself for the darkness others brought. He knows the weight on your heart. That's why this message couldn't wait. This person in your circle, someone you love, is draining your light, but it will be revealed in 3 stages. First, a growing unease around them. Second, an overheard word or action not meant for your eyes. And finally, the truth landing squarely in your hands, leaving no room for denial. When this happens, do not doubt yourself. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's your divine radar, the way heaven guides you. Lately you've been told you're too emotional or overthinking. No. That tug, that tightness in your chest, that sudden spike in awareness, that's angelic guidance. If you trust it now, your life will realign. But child, the window is closing. A spiritual deadline looms. You have 48 hours to decide, will you rise or will you remain tangled in what no longer serves you? Michael stands, sword raised in radiant light, urging you, choose the path of truth even if it feels lonely. Hear this and let it sink deep, you were never hard to love. The people who left, who questioned your worth, were spiritually blocked from seeing your light. It was never your fault. Heaven never blamed you. The angels wept when you did. And Archangel Michael stood beside you during every storm, whispering, hold on, I'm still here. But now he is not whispering. He is shouting. Something monumental is about to land in your lap, an opportunity, a revelation, a miracle. And if you remain attached to the wrong people, you will not recognize it. Someone on the other side, someone you love deeply and who has passed, is watching. They pleaded with heaven for one more chance for you to receive what is coming. And heaven said, yes. They still love you. They have never left. They walk beside you even when you feel alone. This is your final chance alone. Tonight they will visit your dreams. But they won't speak unless you finish this message, because faith unlocks the portal. Heaven responds to faith, not fear. Child, you have let fear steal enough time. No more. This moment is your chance to rise above everything meant to break you. You've been attacked, betrayed, slandered, but your heart remains tender. That's why you're chosen. That's why God has placed a spiritual inheritance in your name. But before you receive it, you must pass one final test: detachment. Can you release the person pretending to love you but secretly praying for your downfall? And if your heart whispered a name, that's confirmation. Trust it. Detach, step back, let go. For the first time in a long while, allow heaven to guide the path completely. When you do, you will feel a release so profound your soul will sing. Your 48-hour window will fully open, and what was once blocked, delayed, or hidden will move to your hands. Opportunities, breakthroughs, protection, clarity, all delivered at exactly the right time. Do not second-guess this. The energy around you is alive. The universe is aligned. Angels are stationed in your atmosphere. Every prayer, every tear, every late-night whisper to heaven has led to this exact second. You are standing at the edge of a miracle. But remember, child, doubt is the only barrier. Do not allow it to seep in. Trust the urgency, trust the tears of Michael, trust the gentle pull you feel. This is the path that unlocks every blessing heaven prepared for you. Now place your hand over your heart. Feel it rise and fall. Say softly, I choose heaven's path. Say it like your soul already knows it's true. And as you do, feel the air shift, feel the unseen open, feel the blessings that have long waited surge toward you. A message, an opportunity, a gift, a divine reset is coming to your life. It will arrive suddenly like a lightning strike, unannounced, undeniable. And the only thing that can stop it is doubt. So do not let doubt enter. Keep your faith open, your spirit steady, your heart soft. This is your final chance to receive fully, to align completely, and to step into the miracle you've been waiting for. The hour is now. The time is yours. Walk boldly, stand tall, receive it with joy and expectation. Your life is about to change, and nothing, no betrayal, no delay, no human hand can stop it now. God says, it is done. Archangel Michael says, step forward and claim what was always yours. The gate is open. The blessing is coming. Child, rise. Your setbacks were never random, my child. Every closed door, every no you heard, every betrayal, every moment you felt unseen or forgotten, those were not punishments. They were heaven's careful hands guiding you toward what was actually yours. Think of it like this: sometimes the path we want is littered with traps and the detour feels long and painful, but God sees the entire map, not just the stretch before your feet. Every redirection, every moment of heartbreak, every time your spirit was tested, it was scaffolding for the miracle that now can't wait any longer to arrive. Do you feel the weight in your chest right now? That's not fear. That's anticipation. That's your spirit remembering what it was created to do. And Michael, your archangel, the warrior of truth, he has been pacing around you, sword drawn, preparing the way. He's clearing the debris that the world placed in your path. He's making sure that when the blessing lands it doesn't stumble over anyone else's shadow. And child, the shadows are dissolving. Those who tried to stunt your growth, to keep you small, to dim your light, they are now irrelevant. Their words, their judgments, their hidden plans cannot compete with the divine favor hovering over you like a shield of fire. Now listen closely because this next part is critical. Heaven is orchestrating a sudden alignment. People, places, opportunities, resources, they are moving toward you in a way that feels almost impossible. You will receive guidance, you will meet the right individuals and doors will swing open in ways that will shock the world and even yourself. But here's the secret, you must not be distracted by the noise of the past or by the false applause of those who never believed. This alignment requires focus, purity of intention and faith that is unshakable. Your miracle isn't just a reward, it's a call to remember the power that was always within you, the authority that never needed approval and the light that no one could ever steal. And now my child, a truth many will never tell you, the people who doubted you, who laughed at your dreams, who whispered behind your back, they were necessary. Not because they were good but because they helped you build discernment, resilience and spiritual radar. Every betrayal was a lesson, every disappointment a divine training ground. Your soul has been forged in fire. Your spirit has been stretched and strengthened so that you can now handle a magnitude of favor, protection and love that others wouldn't survive. This is why Michael's tears are not of sorrow, they are tears of witnessing the fulfillment of a plan decades in the making, a plan written before you were even born. Do you hear that subtle stirring inside? That subtle, unshakable knowing that something enormous is about to touch your life. That is heaven's whisper in your ear. That is the sound of doors opening that you didn't even know existed. That is the vibration of favor and destiny colliding in your favor. And it will happen rapidly. What took years for others to receive will take you mere months or even weeks. The divine calendar has shifted in your favor. The barriers that once seemed insurmountable are crumbling. Your path is being cleared by forces you cannot yet see, forces that work in perfect obedience to God's plan. Now prepare yourself for love. Real love. Not the kind that drains, deceives or distracts. Not the kind that competes or conditions. Real love aligns you, celebrates you and amplifies your destiny. It arrives for those who first love themselves fully, unapologetically, fiercely. The love that is coming will not complete you for you are already whole, it will mirror the abundance, the faith and the integrity you have cultivated while walking through fire. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a season, it is a doorway into a lifetime of connection that reflects your divine value. And it will come suddenly, unexpectedly, perfectly timed and it will feel both familiar and astonishing. But before this blessing fully lands you must release the old. Every attachment, every shadow, every lingering doubt, every person who doesn't truly support your growth, they must be let go. Even if your heart whispers a name, even if it hurts, even if it feels unnatural. Detachment is your final test. And when you release, the universe multiplies. Heaven is not stingy. The moment you let go of what holds you back, God will replace it with something tenfold greater, richer, and more aligned than you can even imagine. That is how divine multiplication works. It is not small. It is exponential. And so breathe. Feel your chest rise. Feel the energy flowing around you, around your home, around your life. This is not coincidental. This is spiritual orchestration in real time. Every prayer you whispered in secret, every tear shed when no one watched, every moment you doubted your worth, all of it was leading to this moment. And now this moment is here. Your name is being called in the highest realms. Your destiny is moving in alignment with heaven's plans. Your miracle is packed, waiting, ready. And it will not pause. It will not delay. But it does require you to step fully into faith. Now, child, listen with your whole being, the synchronicities you've noticed, the dreams that feel vivid, the repeated numbers, the chills, the pull in your chest. They are all confirmations. They are your personal GPS from God and Archangel Michael guiding you exactly where you need to go. The energy is thick around you because you are no longer wandering blindly, you are awakening to your role, your authority, your divine timing. You are no longer just reacting to life. You are now ready to lead it, to shape it, to receive the fullness that God has prepared with Archangel Michael guarding every step of the way. The final thing to know, my beloved child, is this. Your setbacks were never denials. Your delays were never punishments. Every closed door, every moment of despair, every painful goodbye. They were all divine protection, scaffolding for your destiny, set up for something that now cannot be stopped. And now you are stepping into a season where what was hidden is revealed, what was delayed is accelerated, and what was broken is restored. This is your time, this is your window, this is your miracle. So take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart and whisper to your soul, I choose heaven's path. Because when you do, everything begins to shift, everything begins to align, and everything that was meant for you finally arrives in full, in power, in love, and in light. Your time is now. Every tear you shed, every moment you felt invisible, every prayer that seemed unanswered. None of it was wasted. Those were all notes in the symphony of your awakening. God says, I have never left your side. And Archangel Michael, who has guarded your spirit from the beginning, continues to clear unseen obstacles, aligning the path ahead with your divine assignment. You are no longer in a season of waiting. You are unfolding, and every layer of your being is being prepared for expansion. The energy around you is shifting, bending toward your favor in ways that will be undeniable. You may feel restlessness bubbling inside, like the air itself is vibrating differently around you. That is your soul signaling transformation. Do not fear it. This sensation is not discomfort, it is acceleration. The old version of you constrained by doubt and fear is stepping aside so the divine blueprint of your life can take its place. Every relationship, every job, every environment that once felt heavy or unaligned is now being recalibrated. God says, what was meant for destruction will now be used for direction. Michael's sword is cutting through chains that held you back, slicing illusions others created about your worth. Now is the time to recognize your power. You were never meant to shrink for comfort, dim your light for approval, or settle for crumbs when a feast has been prepared for you. Heaven is teaching you to walk in authority, not by demanding attention but by radiating presence. Some people will be drawn to it, others will resist. Their resistance is not your concern, it reflects their inability to handle what they cannot comprehend. Your job is to shine anyway, letting the divine frequency you carry ripple into the world. Opportunities that were once blocked, doors welded shut by generational cycles, are now opening. Michael says, these openings are not just for you, they honor the legacy you carry. Every choice you make now impacts not only your future but the future of those who come after you. Ancestors who could not rise because of systemic limitations now benefit through your courage. Heaven has reinforced your lineage. The chains that once bound family patterns are breaking, and what you receive will set a foundation for generations. This is literal spiritual architecture being built for your family. Remember the dreams you abandoned because they seemed impossible. Heaven never forgot them. Those visions are seeds for your next phase. You will start noticing people, places, and ideas that align with these dreams. Little flashes of intuition will guide you toward opportunities you could not create alone. Michael says, to trust these nudges, the sudden chills, the heartbeat when something feels right, the clarity that seems too precise to be coincidence. These are divine signals guiding you to what is meant for your highest purpose. Your heart, once bruised by betrayal, is now a magnet. It draws what is aligned and repels what is not. Those who doubted or tried to diminish your light will witness the fulfillment of what they couldn't understand. This is not for revenge, it is for revelation. Your success, peace, and joy will testify to divine faithfulness. Michael says, your enemy has no authority over what has been sealed in heaven for you. Every area once struggling, relationships, finances, spiritual authority, health, is now becoming a stage of divine intervention. Do not underestimate your calling. The energy you carry is rare. It shifts atmospheres, transforms conversations, and influences decisions before they are made. People will sense it even if they cannot name it. This energy is not earned, it is innate. You are being realigned with it so that when opportunities appear you recognize them instantly and step into them with confidence, as if the universe prepared them just for you. God says, you are more than enough. Michael says, you are protected beyond what the eye can see. Together they orchestrate a season where your faith, patience, and obedience yield results so extraordinary your mind will struggle to comprehend them. You will be called to step boldly into unfamiliar spaces, embracing relationships and collaborations that stretch your comfort zone. Comfort is never a measure of divine favor, challenge is. You are entering a timeline where waiting is replaced by manifestation. Every past delay was not denial, it was divine calibration. Every setback prepared you to walk through open doors fully armored in wisdom, grace and understanding. Nothing was wasted. Every tear, whispered prayer and moment of longing was recorded in heaven and is now activating in your favor. Do not let fear dim this awareness. Do not let doubt cloud your faith. The invisible threads connecting you to your miracle are taut and ready. As you step forward, subtle confirmations will appear, the right words, unexpected blessings, doors opening without explanation. These are fingerprints of God and the guidance of Michael who stands by you, clearing the path and protecting what belongs to you. Your rise is not accidental. It is a spiritual phenomenon orchestrated by heaven, aligned with God's promises and protected by Michael. Every area of your life is being repositioned and restored. This is your hour. Step boldly and witness the miracles that follow when you finally embrace your full calling. The past is behind you, your power is rising and heaven is inviting you to a destiny unmistakably yours. Your becoming is not only personal, it is cosmic. The heavens celebrate your persistence, the angels rejoice at your faithfulness and the unseen realm supports every next step. Every layer of your transformation is sacred, intentional and divinely written. You are becoming exactly who you were meant to be and the world will soon reflect it back to you in profound, undeniable ways. Your journey has been sanctified, your struggles transmuted into strength, your spirit elevated beyond imagination. Stand tall, walk forward, speak boldly, love fearlessly, give generously, receive graciously. Remember what God has planned for you is unstoppable, unbreakable and irreversible. The season of quiet preparation has ended. Now the season of glorious unveiling has begun and every moment ahead is divinely orchestrated for your highest good. And as you step fully into this divine moment you will feel an undeniable shift within your spirit. That quiet knowing you've carried for so long, the one that told you to hold on, to persevere, to trust despite the delays. It will ignite into a fire so clear, so powerful that there will be no room for doubt. Every lingering fear, every shadow of past betrayal, every echo of not enough will dissolve under the light of your awakening. Archangel Michael is not only standing beside you, he is moving ahead clearing the path, striking down what would try to obstruct the flow of God's favor. The obstacles that once felt insurmountable are now being dismantled before your very eyes even if you cannot yet see the full picture. This is a time of recognition. You will look at situations, people and opportunities and instinctively know what is aligned and what is not. That discernment you have been honing in silence, in heartbreak, in moments when you thought no one saw your prayers, it is coming alive now. Michael says, the radar of your soul is active. Trust it. You will feel it in your chest, in your gut, in that subtle energy that tells you when to move, when to wait and when to release. Nothing will be coincidental. Every nudge, every synchronicity, every repeated number, every dream that lingers in your memory is a divine signal guiding you closer to what has already been ordained. Child, the seasons of struggle were never intended to break you, they were meant to shape you. Every job that fell through, every relationship that ended, every door that slammed shut, it was God sculpting your character, preparing you for a level of blessing that requires readiness. You are being refined. Your patience, your faith, your ability to endure without compromise has been tested and proven. And now the fullness of your reward is on the horizon. Not just small increments but a manifestation so tangible and extraordinary that it will leave no doubt that God has been orchestrating behind the scenes. Do you feel that pull in your chest? That sudden tightening that comes when something is stirring in your spirit. That is the confirmation that your miracle is near. The unseen realms are aligning. Angels are descending. Divine connections, long-awaited doors, and breakthroughs are forming even now. The divine timeline is activating in your favor, and Michael stands as guardian, ensuring that nothing unworthy crosses your threshold. You will step into spaces you never imagined, encounter people who honor your soul, and engage in opportunities that match the magnitude of your calling. The remnants of old fear, anxiety, and doubt are being burned away. You will notice that the energy around you no longer tolerates toxicity. People who drain you will fade into the background. Situations that once felt urgent but misaligned will dissolve. Your presence alone will create ripples in spaces that were stagnant, and you will realize that the light you carry is a force that cannot be contained. Heaven is moving in the physical realm as powerfully as it moves in the spiritual, and everything you see forming is a reflection of what has already been decreed in eternity. Your heart, once heavy, is now a magnet for the divine. It attracts that which is authentic, sacred, and aligned, and repels the counterfeit and the harmful. Michael says, stand firm in this energy. Let no one diminish your vibration. You will witness doors opening, conversations aligning, relationships flourishing, and opportunities appearing in divine timing. The world will begin to reflect the authority of your spirit. And those who doubted, mocked, or dismissed you, their disbelief will turn to acknowledgement, not out of flattery but because the truth of your elevation is undeniable. This is not just about personal gain. It is about the ripple effect your breakthrough creates. Others who have walked similar paths, who have suffered in silence, will find hope, inspiration, and direction through your manifestation. Your healing, your rise, your alignment. These are living testimonies of God's faithfulness. Michael says, what has been hidden will now be revealed. What has been delayed will now arrive. And the one who waited in faith will now walk in wonder. You are not stepping into this alone. Every blessing has been secured, every spiritual protection activated, every angelic force aligned to support your success. Michael stands vigilant, the heavens are celebrating, and the universe bends in favor of your obedience. You are stepping into a reality where miracles are not optional, they are inevitable. Every moment of fear, every tear, every act of trust has been collected and is now being released in a cascade of favor, abundance, and divine authority. This is your awakening. Your season of alignment. Your time to rise. You will move through your world with a quiet power that commands respect, a peace that cannot be disturbed, and a joy that radiates without effort. Opportunities, connections, blessings, and miracles are already in motion to meet you. The invisible battles have been won. The unseen prayers answered. And the timeline of your life is now fully aligned with what God has always intended. So step forward boldly. Step into the spaces you were destined to occupy. Walk with the assurance that you are protected, guided, and divinely appointed. The world is ready to witness your elevation, and you are ready to claim it fully, unapologetically, and without delay. Your awakening is here. Your season is now. And you, beloved child, are finally stepping into the fullness of your destiny. Do not be afraid, my child. What you are feeling right now, the pull in your chest, the warmth in your heart, the subtle tremor in your spirit, is heaven itself confirming that you are on the right path. Every door that closed was not rejection, it was protection. Every relationship that ended, every opportunity that slipped, every word that hurt. They were clearing the space for the divine plan to arrive untainted. The heaviness you carry is not yours to hold, it is the residue of battles already won in the spiritual realm, waiting to be released so that your light can shine fully. Archangel Michael is not just standing by, he is standing ahead, clearing your way, cutting through every obstruction, breaking chains that you cannot see, and dismantling strongholds that were never meant for you to face alone. You are stepping into a season where your faith will no longer be tested in the dark. The blessings you are about to receive will be public enough that even your own eyes will struggle to believe it, yet private enough that your heart will remain sacred and unshaken. The very universe is aligning to reflect the integrity of your soul. And here is the truth you must embrace now. You do not need to hustle, you do not need to convince anyone, and you do not need to fight for space that has already been reserved for you. Heaven is moving. The assignments, the relationships, the doors of opportunity, they are all shifting to recognize your readiness. Your alignment, your obedience, and your faith have earned you a place at the table reserved for those who walk in divine authority. Do not underestimate the significance of your spiritual maturity. You have been refined through pain, honed through solitude, and tempered through disappointment. The wisdom you carry is not from the world, it is from the unseen realms that have been whispering to you since your birth. The people who doubted you, who belittled your visions, who underestimated your resilience. They are now watching as the elements of your divine plan begin to manifest. This is not about proving them wrong, it is about proving to yourself and to heaven that you are ready to receive what has been written for you since eternity. Archangel Michael stands ready to ensure that nothing deflects the blessings that have been queued up for your life. Even as you take these next steps, know that letting go is part of the process. Say goodbye to the worn-out versions of yourself, the relationships that drained you, the jobs that stifled you, and the patterns that kept you small. You are entering a realm where only your highest frequency can exist. That is why the old cannot come with you. That is why it hurts to release. That is why you feel the pull in your heart to cling to what was comfortable. But child, comfort is no longer the path, alignment is. The blessings will find you, but only when you have created the space for them through surrender and faith. Your intuition, once doubted, is your guidepost now. Every nudge, every dream, every synchronicity, every sign, even the subtle whispers in the quiet moments, will guide you toward what is meant for you. You are being trained to move without fear, to act without hesitation, and to receive without guilt. Your capacity to contain blessings is being expanded even as you watch everything around you shift. The people who once drained your energy, the voices that sowed doubt, the shadows that tried to keep you small, they are dissolving. You are stepping into freedom, into alignment, and into the fullness of your destiny. Do not shrink now. Do not question your calling. You have been prepared for this exact season. The power within you is awakening in such a way that even the universe will recognize it. You are the child who refused to give up, the one who held faith when all seemed lost, the one who prayed quietly in the dark and kept your heart open despite everything. And now your obedience, your trust, your persistence, all of it is about to be rewarded in abundance, in visibility, and in divine clarity. Step into your next chapter with courage. Walk without hesitation. Receive without apology. Stand firm in the knowledge that the God who has protected, guided, and nourished you will not fail you now. You are chosen. You are prepared. You are worthy. And every blessing waiting for you is already aligned, already prepared, and ready to manifest in ways that will astonish you. Amen.